Okay, so again, we're talking about olfaction. You can see here your olfactory bulb, olfactory tract being the nerve off the back of it. So it rests next to the crista galli. That is basically an ethmoid bone which separates either side in your skull. If you're looking into the skull, when people say they have a deviated septum, that piece there. Okay, that chunk of bone. So it's right next to it, and it's going to send that information to the limbic system. If you remember, the limbic system, right around midbrain, well, it's in midbrain. Okay. Olfactory cilia inside the olfactory mucus contain chemoreceptors for scent, which is sent to your olfactory receptor cells. So you can see here's your cilia. It's going to send it to the olfactory receptor cells. They run through the olfactory mucosa and supporting cells, and then they're going to send it up to the olfactory nerve. And that's going to run through the cribriform plate of the ethmoid bone and sent up to, again, the olfactory bulbar tract. Okay, so the major thing there is the olfactory bulbar tract. I do ask some questions about where is it next to and stuff like that on your test, so you would want to know crista galli and ethmoid bone.
What does the crista galli do?
It basically separates either side.
Isn't that the ethmoid bone?
Well, it's part. Just like the head of the humerus, you know what I'm saying? Or the trochanter. We good there? Cool. Move on to gustation, or your sense of taste. So obviously taste buds are the first thing. They're found mostly on the tongue, but they can be on the soft palate, so top of the mouth, pharynx, and inside your cheeks. So all those things can actually be used to sense taste. Major ones we'll be focusing with are the ones on the tongue. You can see the different areas here. You have three types of papillae: sharp filiform papillae, rounded fusiform papillae, and the V of circumvate papillae. So you can see this V right here. And does anyone think they know the 5 tastes? Yeah.
Like the bitter and the sweet thing?
That's cool.
Bitter, sweet, sour, salt. Never mind. That was like salt.
Mm-hmm. Last one is umami. Umami is a Japanese word. It has to do with a particular type of molecule. So maybe you've seen the soy sauce, the Kikkoman commercials. They talk about the umami taste. It's a particular chemical, but you get that a lot from meat. So that is a very satisfying taste for me. Umami and bitter are better for me than sweet. I don't have a big sweet tooth, but I love good sushi or steak.
I went to the Boulevard for the chopsticks.
Okay. And very satisfying for me.
I never knew Jimmy's Famous Seafood was actually like a really nice place. I didn't know.
Was it
I thought it was just like there was a 7 there, but it was because everybody's drunk.
Yeah.
Legal.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be on YouTube.
Does anybody need more time? Again, it'll be up
Wait, is he recording?
on the interweb. Yep. Alright, parts of a taste bud. You can see it contains the basal cell, which provides support. Then you have your gustatory receptor cells, which have the gustatory hairs, which emerge from a gustatory pore. Okay? You can see them here. So you can see your hairs, the pore, okay? Gustatory receptor cells, and then the basal cells.
Those hairs on your tongue.
Yeah. But they're not like hairs like this. Okay? Just
So
like
we
hairs.
can
The hairs in the organ of cortex aren't like hairs like this. Okay? They're just almost sort of like cilia. If you remember from therapy. Then we have our gustatory nerves. So there's 3 cranial nerves. So number 7, which is the facial, glossopharyngeal, which is 9, and vagus, which is 10. Glossopharyngeal. Like you've heard of epiglottis, which closes off your air pipes so you don't swallow or breathe in through the glosso, just think about that region. And the pharynx, which is right there.
So that can actually happen. It can go down the wrong.
Right. If you've had stuff, you cough back up it a little bit. And sometimes it can just
I thought that's called baby dog.
I don't know that term. Alright.
What are the Roman numerals mean?
Alright, so this is facial is 7, glossopharyngeal is 9, vagus is 10.
But what if there's only 3?
So V means 5, but 2 after is 7. Right. There's 3 different cranial nerves.
Yeah.
This one, that one, that one.
Why do they have numbers if there's only 3?
There's 12 cranial nerves that we went over. These 3 have to do with gustation.
Oh, no, wait, I got
That's actually a good question. Yep.
Probably okay.
Alright. Again, you can see here why they're so well tied together. You can see the olfactory bulb coming through the cribriform plate. Okay? So it's actually up right next to your brain when we do the brain dissection. Remember those big bulbs there. And then your sense of smell will pull that right up there. Okay? And that's why when some people do drugs, they snort it because it goes through the blood-brain barrier a lot faster than swallowing it and waiting for it to go through the bloodstream. And then you can see these are those nerves we just talked about feeding into the cranium. Okay? Alright, sensory receptors. We are going to be doing this lab. Well, you might be able to get to it today, if not Monday. Well, today, tomorrow, or Monday. Just depends. Meissner corpuscles. They sense light touch. Uncommon where hair is. Uses the sense instead. So it's actually not through the skin. So, I mean, through the skin, not through the hair. Thermoreceptors. What do you think thermoreceptors sense? Heat, right. So temperature. Free nerve endings. This is basically for pain. And they're basically innervated in your skin. If you get cut, it's able for you to detect that you got a cut and it sends that feedback to the rest of your body so that way you can start with the immune response.
Kids have a baby stop that.
Right. So remember we talked about PAD when you're at that peripheral damage. Yep. Right, you got that infection. Yep. Then we have Pacian corpuscles, which are sort of like the opposite of Meissner's corpuscles, and they're more for deep touch or pressure on the skin.
I'm gonna
You
feel
can
like,
see they're way down here, whereas the Meissners are way up there.
Mom, we just learned about PCM corpuscles. You know what that is? It's really simple, actually. It says deep touch.
Yep. The big thing is to realize that these have weird names, but they're named after a person. Meissner is for like Pacians or the deeper touch. Okay, that will for sure be on your unit exam. Won't be on that quiz on Monday because that's just eyes, ears, olfaction, gustation. And yeah, I just have another picture of it in the skin. You can see the free nerve endings. There's some things that just sort of overlap. I didn't really go over Merkel's disc and stuff like that. When we get into the integumentary system, we'll talk about like how hairs detect touch and stuff like that. But you can see just another diagram.